This is a closed road.
Oh my god, there is one out.
Hello and welcome to our Lofoten road trip. We are now in approximately Bergen and we're going all the way to Lofoten. And there will be some camping on the way. I'm going to try to sleep in the car, see how that works. There is a lot of luggage, so I'll see how I can move things around and then have a mattress. We have our little friend with us. He just went on a little walk just to be ready to sit in the car for a while. It is raining like crazy, so I'll do the tour of the car a little bit later. So please just follow with me on this trip and I'll try to log every charging session and our efficiency. We have this Scan My Tesla app, so we can follow it on. We are using 1.3 kilowatts of heating at the moment to heat up the car. Okay, let's look at the stats here. We are at 94%. The car actually indicates 484 kilometers. So here is our Lofoten trip. We will reset Lofoten. Yes. Okay, let's plug in our destination. Approximate destination Svolvær, Norway. That's on the Lofoten Islands. And it gives us immediately superchargers. I want to go via this village just to get some even more scenery. And it wants us to charge at the Lærdal supercharger. But I think we can go all the way to Dombås, which is all the way across Norway without actually charging, since we are at 94%. So what I'll do is just look at the trip. So as you can see here, it's very, very far north in Norway. Okay, let's plug in Dombås, Norway, and remove all charging stops. Dombås is 250 kilowatts. There we go. 5% at Dombås. That should be perfectly fine for us. Test. Okay, so we are a little bit into the ride, so I just wanted to let you know about the predictions. So the car is estimating 6% on arrival in Dombås. It has told me sometimes just stay below the speed limit to reach the destination and such. But I'm not too worried about that just yet. Let's check our consumption. There's a ton of rain, so the consumption is higher than it would be if there was a dry road. Currently the car tells me that I don't need to charge before Dombås. So in total around 7 hours driving before charging, which is insane. This is why electric cars work in Norway, because of the low speed limits, and it's not because they are just slow speed limits. There are roadworks. The roads are tight. You're not on most roads where it's 80. You are not even able to drive 80 because of the tightness of the roads, oncoming traffic, roadworks. There are landslides. There are, ton of different things that can happen on these roads. They're very vulnerable because they are located the way they are. There are mountains on each side, there are rock slides, landslides and such, and this makes the roads slow to drive, regardless of the speed limits. It's foggy and rainy, but autopilot still works perfectly fine. Of course, it's very vision based, so it'll be limited if it's dark outside. But there is yeah, it's a little bit of light at least. And but yeah, it's very foggy and very rainy, so I'm glad to see that it still works perfectly fine. Now we are driving into the longest road tunnel in the world. We are in Øvre Årdal. You can see it estimates 1% on arrival in Dombås. We have 43% now. We are going up here over a large mountain pass. Then, actually, there is one mountain pass and then another mountain pass, which is kind of sketchy. So I can bail out, I can go down, regen all the way down to the fjord here, and then charge at a random 50 kilowatt charger, I guess. Or there is a supercharger here, but that's a pretty large detour. So I'll try my best to stretch it all the way to Dombås. Here there are no chargers nearby. There are some I just drove. There are some chargers in this village, but I didn't want to locate them, and I think I'll be fine. So now I'm just going to visit the bathroom and then have a little walk with him, since we have driven for 3 hours and 51 minutes, 253 kilometers, and our average efficiency is 134 watt-hour per kilometer so far. I ran dog mode for a few minutes while I was at the bathroom. So you can see here is the route across the mountains and to Dombås. It estimates 2% on arrival right now, but we will see. We have a bailout option at Bismo here, but this is also quite far away, so yeah. One opportunity is to go down here in the fjord if I see it doesn't make sense at all. But you know, I trust the Tesla route planning, so let's just go. 2% seems more than enough to me. This was quite a steep road, to be honest. Let's see. Our current drive efficiency is 214 watt-hour per kilometer. And it will increase for now. What's nice about the electric vehicles is that you are able to recuperate the energy, some of the energy that you use when you are going downhill. It's so steep that I'm afraid it's going to hit the bottom of the car. Of course it doesn't, because there are regulations of how steep roads can be, but this is pushing the limits for sure. This is an 80 zone, by the way, and I'm going 35. Our watt-hour per kilometer is 418. Oh no. Always one that has to back up. If you have multiple cars behind you, you have, well, the right of way normally. If there is a place to stop on your side, of course you will stop there. Okay, let's try again. At least there are some beautiful autumn or fall colors all over. It's a little bit gray due to the rain outside, but it looks pretty stunning. So our efficiency right now on this current drive up here is 534 watt-hour per kilometer. You can't get far with that efficiency. This is a closed road, and I'm pretty sure the way around is the detour of the century. So now I need to find a way around, and there is no connection here at all. No 4G, no 3G, no edge, and absolutely no 5G. So I need to find a way around. And since everything was kind of dependent on this mountain pass, which I checked beforehand, by the way, I have no idea why it's closed. I'm pretty curious what we end up doing. Okay, let's grab some food. So, of course, pepperoni. That's what you need when you're on a road trip. I found another route that's winning. We don't need to go back to Lærdal. We can go here over to this place and then to something called Leira Supercharger, which is super occupied right now. I think it's because of the fall vacation. Then we have another mountain pass here that we will go through, which I haven't driven before, which that's interesting. And then to Dombås, and then we will continue to Trondheim. And we lose about 1.5 hours on this one, so that's not too bad. Could be much worse. So how much do we have at Leira? 4%. Perfect. Nice. I just needed to stop. Just look at this view. Holy. It's so beautiful. You can see all the autumn colors and snow Together it gives like a super contrasty yellow, orange, red. It looks super stunning. I think the autumn must be one of the most... Yeah, it has to be the best season of them all. So it's 3 degrees outside and a lot of snow. So it's nice that I have snow tires, winter tires on, in case there are some parts of the road that's covered in snow. It's sneaking onto the road. I can see some places here there is a little bit of ice on the road, so need to drive carefully, of course. We are at Leira Supercharger with 2% state of charge, so let's plug in. That's not too shabby. Let's see what we need to get to Dombås Supercharger. Where are we? Let's see. North Superchargers. We want to go to Dombås as fast as possible. Remove all charging stops. It's a little bit faster to go over the mountain pass here, Valdresflya, I think. For the nerds, we are getting 530 amps, which is a little bit over the rated amp limit for the superchargers, which I believe is 500, but the supercharger is unknown to deliver more. So 200 or 197 kilowatts. That's what you get if you multiply the current battery voltage with the input amperage from these chargers. If you wondered. The supercharger is almost full, and there are Volvo XC40 and Mercedes EQA charging as well, which is nice to see. I hope they don't block too many stalls. I barely managed to run to the bathroom, and it estimates 16% on arrival. We have 57% already, charging at a much lower 87 kilowatts, so I'll just unplug immediately and then just go. This is just insane. This is illegal. This is real winter time in October, and it's like the 6th of October. But we are in the mountains, of course, so it's snowing. So I still think it's unusual for this location at this time to have this much snow, but I'm not entirely sure. And I didn't really want to stop here, but it's too bad not letting this little snow dog get out. He loves snow. He loves snow. Let's do a quick status update. We have driven 495 kilometers with an average efficiency of 156 watt-hour per kilometer. This drive has been 178 watt-hour per kilometer, even though we had a slow pace. This is due to the snow and slippery roads, of course. And we have 1 hour and 19 minutes, 89 kilometers left to Dombås, where we want to charge. It's estimating 8% on arrival. It was estimating like 19%, and now it's down to 8%, and it'll probably go up again once we get closer to the location. That's the Tesla way of doing it. It has like a valley of doom. So it's very optimistic, and then very pessimistic, and then optimistic again. That's the Tesla way of doing route planning. It's super cold, so I'll turn on the heated steering wheel on one. There we go. Pekko has been outside. He loves snow and didn't want to go inside again, of course.
Oh my god, there is one out. Okay, it's totally chaos here. There are a guy who drove off. I asked him if it's okay. There is another one that has gone off. There is another one who has gone off here. Okay, I need to park somewhere safe and ask if they are okay.
Okay, I just asked those if they needed any help. They're stuck. And they're all okay. And nothing, it's just super slippery here, so I need to just take it super slow. They have called a tow truck. I don't have anything to take them up with. And Pekko has noticed some sheep, of course. And yeah, then his instinct kicks in. Okay, I need to get going, and I'll just move slowly as I can. That was some absolutely crazy road conditions. Wet snow, not ideal. Even some icing on the road. It's nice to be back here. It's so strange, like 5 minutes ago I was in winter wonderland, and now I'm in autumn wonderland. Oh no, we are in the mountains again. It now estimates 4% on arrival. It's starting to get closer to 0, since we use so much more energy when we are driving on slippery roads than on
dry roads or roads with light rain. So these roads with the snow is the worst, and it's super slippery here. So I need to just take it very easy when driving here. Okay, so major updates. There are a friend is stuck in Dombås, which is where the Tesla superchargers are. There is no traffic going up to the Dombås because there are trailers in the way, so we can't get to the nearest charger. So actually now I have calculated the route to Otta, which is back towards Oslo again, so even another major detour just to find some chargers, and I hope there are some chargers there, and I think there are.
Non-Tesla charging saves today. 150 kilowatts will do for now since it's emergency charging. And I'll just show you the situation here. So the thing is, let's see if this will load. Okay, we came over some route over here to Sel, there. We came from here and then to Sel here. And we were going to Dombås. But Dombås has, like you can see, there is chaos and traffic, and that's where our charger was. And we would arrive with 3%. And that's a huge risk when there is traffic and stopped right there. And that's where we are supposed to go as well. So I drove all the way from Sel here, back here. And now we are at these Circle K chargers, and luckily there was a stall available. There is actually many in use right now, and we are getting 150 kilowatts, and I'm quite happy with having access to something other than Tesla actually. This is insane. We have a Mercedes, Volkswagen, Skoda, Aria, Ioniq, Mustang, and my Tesla at the end there. We are at 80%. The plan is to continue to Trondheim, and we have had so many detours, so we will just try to cross the mountain before we just have to go to sleep. We need to get the miles in now. Meanwhile, I'm eating some open top sandwich with pepperoni. Oh shit. Guess that's why you Americans love closed sandwiches, so the stuff don't fall off. Anyways, I'm going to enjoy this and then I'll just get on my way immediately. Sorry, we are on our way to Dombås. So I got a notification from my friend that traffic has cleared. So we are charged to 80% now. And seems like we will arrive in Trondheim with 34%. Since it's 7 p.m. now soon, we will arrive late in Trondheim. So I hope to find a kind of nice camping spot even before Trondheim or just after. Welcome to Trondheim, the third largest city in Norway, behind Oslo and Bergen. This is a city for university city for students. We have driven 861 kilometers today. Our average efficiency is 158 watt-hour per kilometer, which is okay, I guess. We are at Stjørdal, which is how you pronounce it, but not how you write it, which is here in Norway. and we went from here and then inside all the fjords and mountain passes and chaos, etc. And now we are here and we are going there. So I'll just plug in. This is a V2, so I expect 142 kilowatts. We will probably charge here to, I don't know, 50% or something. 147 kilowatts, 45 kilowatts. Yeah, that's expected V2 speeds. Oh, there is someone like towing. He will need to charge for sure. Anyways, there you can see the Mustang Mach-E charging at the 300 or 150, 300 kilowatt Circle K charger. There are two 450 kilowatt chargers and two 300 kilowatts Alpitronic split units, so you can get 150 on each connector or 300 on one. I found this place not far from the road. I'm not really allowed to be here, I think, but it should be fine. It's very late at night and we will be up early, so let's set camp here. I just made a very half-assed camp. We have camp mode on. Pekko is sleeping here. What a tiring day. Lots of traffic, mountain passes, crazy day. And now I'll just try to get some sleep. I think this little guy will enjoy sleeping here, at least. I'm not sure about this mattress. It feels like my back is gonna hurt tomorrow, but we will see.